in the previous episode I revealed what appears to be a GP14 sailboat from the 1970s or possibly early 80s. This has been left abandoned for years in the boatyard. Fortunately, the guys said I could take it away, have it for free, which sounds great, but however, on closer inspection this might turn out to be a hell of a money pit. But sure, so in this episode I'm going to open up the covers, have a look around the boat, do an inventory check and see if I can have a look underneath the hull and see if there's any major damage that is going to cause some issues or even halt this project in its tracks. So after giving it a little bit of a clean up, and it's not looking too shabby to be fair compared to how it looked originally, we decided to take this on as a project. So first things first, open it up and do a little inventory check and see what we've got, see what needs to be fixed, see what needs to be replaced. What we got here then? So inside we've got some spare ropes, all the flotation buoyancy bags seem to be there. I don't know if they're damaged or just need re-inflating, but I've given this a good old clean out. Well, I've given it a good old brush out rather, but I think for sure it needs a good pressure washing to clean the damn thing out. But I can't see any rot on the deck, on the hull as yet, so it's so far so good. Anyway, we've got the rudder, tiller with the nice little extension there, nice little bit of rope work around it, cool. Mast in place, I'm guessing. Main sheet, mast okay, outhaul again probably could be cleaned, replaced. Mainsail looks a bit grotty, so I'm going to open that up and have a look at that, see what that looks like. Deck hardware looks pretty decent, it just needs lubricating. Again, shrouds rather baggy. I'll have a look at how these can be tightened up. But so what we got here, we've got, I'm guessing that is a tensioner for, I don't know, maybe the jib Genoa, possibly. What we got here? Okay. Oh, those look a bit manky. Jib sheets. Not sure about that. It looks a bit flimsy. Might upgrade that to something like a, I don't know, 2 or 3 mil. But either way, nice little roller furling setup there. I'm not sure about this forestay. Is it supposed to be like that, or it's tied up? Well, I'm guessing maybe once the jib's tensioned up, then that kind of slackens off anyway. I'm not sure. I'll look into that again. What else we got? What's that? I don't know, mate. Right, so that's for, there we go. Right, so that'll be for the kicker, I guess. Yeah. So I'm assuming one of these is main and other one is probably jib or foresail. I'm sure must be. What we got here? Fucking hell, what's that? Door stoppers. Anyway, in case centerboard. They look pretty sturdy. Yeah, I don't want to move that too much in case it falls off its stand. As I mentioned, it's got some auto bailers, port starboard. I think these are foot straps. Shame the deck boards. I think they're maybe screwed in. These are screwed in. I can probably lift them out and have a closer look at the deck, but you know, so far so good. I think next thing to do is have a look at the sails and see what condition they're in. Sadly, it looks like the attachment for the mainsail's at the top of the mast, so we might need to drop the mast as well. Yeah. Well, those shroud, I think tensioners, yeah, shroud tensioner attachment they're pretty jam solid. So let's get a little bit of lube on them, free them up, give them a good clean with a bit of wire wool or something. Hopefully you should be able to get the mast down now. There we go. So drop the mast. That wasn't too difficult really, it's quite easy. It just means I can pick up the uphaul, okay, the halyard, if you want to call it that. I like windsurfing terms. And it means I retrieve that, and I've just lashed that off to there, so I should be able to put this back up and at least see if I can lift the mainsail and see what it looks like, see what kind of condition it's in. And then I suppose drop this back down for moving, I guess, or something like that. Also it means I can have a look at this, see if this is salvageable. Doesn't look too clever, but we'll have a look. I think before I do put the mast up, I'll have a little clean around there, because it looks like there's been water pooling there. So I'll have a quick look, see if that's all in good nick, give it a good clean out, and then pop the mast back up, I think. So I've cleaned out the mast base. It's not looking too bad. Quite firm, seems alright. That feels a bit soft over there. There's no holes in it, it's not rotten, but nice and firm. The bit there just feels a bit soft. So I think all the mast foot pressure is through the centre line. I guess so, same as a windsurfer. But and what I might do is dry this, clean it, put some preservative on it, and maybe infill that with some epoxy down marine ply. Might do it to the same to the other side, just in case, just so they match as well. Oh, that wasn't easy getting that lot out. I don't think it's looking too bad actually. Grotty, obviously, a bit filthy, but I'm quite surprised that that foresail's looking relatively decent, considering it's been out in the elements for so long. No signs of damage, obviously manky looking, but I think after a good wash they might be all right, salvageable. All the relevant bits and pieces seem to be here, so I think the next job is get these sails down, take them home, see if I can get them cleaned, and I think I'll take the rudder, tiller, get those sanded down and varnished up, replace all of these ropes and sheets that are absolutely knackered. I've got plenty of spare back home, so replace that. I think something a bit better than that, and then I can come back and start on the boat. And I think the next thing to do when I come back is probably lift up some of these boards on the deck there, and just to make sure there's no rotten bits underneath. But yeah, it's going to need a shitload of glue and epoxy to get things nice and tight again.